Okay, it's 5 o'clock. We'll call the meeting order. I'll ask Alderman Jones if he would lead us in prayer, and then Vice Mayor Officer if he would lead us in the pledge afterward.
Heavenly Father, thank you for this beautiful day. Thank you for the opportunity just to get together and conduct the city's business. Be with our citizens that they would have good weeks, that this weather would allow them to get out and enjoy time with family and friends. God bless them. In Jesus' name.
Would you please rise your raisins, become the proper salute, and join me in pledge allegiance to our nation's flag. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you for being here tonight. First item on the, and Alderman, if you'll turn your microphones on, and especially if you're going to speak into them, please. That's one of the things that people told me out in the cyber land, that they can't hear everyone, so we'll try to control that. Item number 1 is approval of the minutes of the June 6, 2024 regular meeting.
Move to approve.
Got a motion?
Second.
Second. Any questions, comments, corrections? All in favor say aye. Any opposed? None. Next item on the agenda under ordinances, number 2 is ordinance number 24976, ordinance of the City of Sparta to amend fiscal year 2023-24 operating budget that was adopted by ordinance 23946 on second and final reading. Tanya, do you need to say anything about that?
No, this hasn't changed since the first reading, and this just brings us up to, what the state requires us to do to make sure that we have a balanced budget. Even the year we just left has to be amended if we went over appropriations.
Move to approve.
Got a motion?
Second.
Got a second. Any questions or comments? Does that need a roll call vote? Roll call vote.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Alderman McBride,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Officer,
Yes.
Alderman Payne,
Yes.
Alderman Young,
Yes.
Mayor Lowry.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Item number 3 is a public hearing regarding ordinance 24977 to provide general revenue, therefore, of the fiscal year 24-25 to be known as our general revenue ordinance for said year. Is there anyone from the public that would like to address us? I don't see any here. All right, I will close the public hearing, and then we'll move on to item number 4, ordinance number 24977, to provide for the general revenue of the fiscal year 24-25 to be known as a general revenue ordinance for said year on second and final reading.
This basically is just setting our tax rate, which is not increased. It stays at .9183 of $100 of assessed property.
Motion.
Got a motion
Second.
and second. Any questions or discussion? Roll call vote.
Alderman McBride,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Officer.
Yes.
Alderman Payne,
Yes.
Alderman Young,
Yes.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Mayor Lowry.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Item number 5, public hearing ordinance 24978, making and fixing the annual appropriations for several departments for the city for fiscal year from July 1st, 2024 and ending June 30, 2025.
This is the second reading. The only changes that were made from the first reading was the changes that y'all had asked in the work session that we had, after the last board meeting.
Motion.
Well, this is a public hearing right at this
Sorry.
moment. Okay, I'll close the public hearing and then move to item number 6. Same ordinance of the City of Sparta, making and fixing annual appropriations for several departments of the city for the fiscal year, July 1st, 2024, and ending June 30, 2025, second and final reading.
Motion.
Got a motion
Second.
and second. Any questions, comments, or discussions? Roll call vote.
Vice Mayor Officer,
Yes.
Alderman Payne,
Yes.
Alderman Young,
Yes.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Alderman McBride,
Yes.
Mayor Lowry.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Item number 7 is an ordinance of the City of Sparta to amend Title 3, Chapter 1, Section 105-1 of the Sparta Municipal Code pertaining to municipal court costs on first reading. I'll let Tanya discuss that.
The court costs have not went up, oh my goodness, I don't remember how long it's been. just upkeeping our software, which that cost keeps going up, and labor and everything else, we're just falling behind. So this is to amend what our court cost, are gonna go up to. And that second sheet in there explains that, yeah. So the litigation state tax, we're not allowed to change, and the $50 fine, those are set by the state. We cannot change those. But the training fee, the technology fee, and the courtroom security fee, those, we have went up from the dollar amount that's on the other side.
So basically right at $50. I got a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion? Roll call vote.
Alderman Payne?
Yes.
Alderman Young?
Yes.
Alderman Jones?
Yes.
Alderman McBride?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Officer?
Yes.
Mayor Lowry?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Item number 8, okay, there it is. I read the wrong thing. Item number 8, an ordinance of the City of Sparta to amend Title 17, Chapter 2 of the Sparta Municipal Code regarding the revision of solid waste service fees effective August 1st, 2024 on first reading.
As y'all all know, we've had some difficulties with our solid waste budget, keeping up with the changes that the county has made with the landfill, and it's causing a whole lot of wear and tear on our trucks, our equipment, the fuel, and so this adjustment is because of the increased costs that we've incurred.
Motion.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any questions, discussions? Roll call vote.
Alderman Young?
Yes.
Alderman Jones?
Yes.
Alderman McBride?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Officer?
Yes.
Alderman Payne?
Yes.
Mayor Lowry?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Item number 9 under resolutions 24597, authorizing and establishing Sparta, Tennessee as a broadband-ready community. Tanya, just
UCDD contacted us, and on the second round of ARPA money, we can have the chance to get $100,000 of a non-competitive, non-matching grant to help the citizens of Sparta to be able to better use broadband. So we have to have this resolution saying that we are gonna participate to be a broadband-ready community to be able to apply for this grant.
Motion.
got
Second.
a motion and a second. This is one thing we're doing all this other stuff too, right? We're looking at, just real quick, this is happening fast. We need to pass this so we can get this application in. We're looking at, we can use it for computers at the Senior Citizen Center for education, for people to go in and use the internet. The library's asked us for some printers to print off boarding passes for planes and stuff, or that type of thing. Stuff that the public can use. It's that we're looking at a giant iPad information center down in our lobby where people can come in and we could look at maps or whatever they need to look for the city, like similar to the Chamber of Commerce has got. There's a lot of stuff. We're looking at our website development through that and even a city app that can be paid for that. And if we don't apply for this, we're leaving right at $100,000 on the table, and it's got to be used for something for our citizens. And we just think it would be better for them, help with the senior citizen education and various other things that go on. So it'd be really something good for our community and positive for the city to help in some of those areas. So
Something like Wi-Fi around the courthouse for public
We
events,
cannot-
or no?
We
Yeah.
can only upgrade what we already
Already
have.
have.
We cannot install Wi-Fi if it's not already installed in that location.
Okay.
we are looking at some TVs and some presentation stuff at the Oldham's Theater and the Civic Center where people wants to do maybe a sound system and if they want to do a presentation or a reunion or that type of thing where they can access that. Something that the community can use that'll be beneficial to everyone. That's what it's for, and but we have to pass this before we can get it, so. All right, any other questions or comments? Roll call vote for that? Roll call vote, please.
Alderman Jones?
Yes.
Alderman McBride?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Officer?
Yes.
Alderman Payne?
Yes.
Alderman Young?
Yes.
Mayor Lowry?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Item number 10 is resolution authorizing the budget appropriation for financial aid to public service, nonprofit, and charitable organizations for the fiscal year ending in June 30, 2025. You'll see them listed in your packet, but we have to do this every year so we can get that done.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any questions? Roll call vote.
Alderman McBride?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Officer?
Yes.
Alderman Payne?
Yes.
Alderman Young?
Yes.
Alderman Jones?
Yes.
Mayor Lowry?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Item number 11, under purchasing, is to approve the low bid for chemicals.
Dillard's got a change on these he wants to bring up.
This one right here, the dioxide. Number 8, the dioxide. We have had our chemicals with Dyco for, I don't know, 15 years, I guess. The other company just, bid the same exact amount, and I don't really see any sense in changing from Dyco. It's a tie, but because we were already set up with Dyco, I would rather stay with Dyco instead of going with Olic. So that's the only change I'd like to make.
One of those Dillard says pounds and one says gallons.
Right, yeah, usually we buy, 4,000 or 5,000 gallons at a time,
Okay.
and Dyco takes it to all 3 locations. So, I mean, like I said, it's the same price regardless of pounds or gallons. And that's what we buy it by. We buy it by the gallon. I don't know why it says pounds.
Okay. Oh, maybe just a misprint.
Yeah, it is. But like I said, I'd rather stay with Dyco just because we've got a good relationship.
Had good luck with them.
Yes. Never had a problem with them for 15 years, so.
I'll entertain a motion to accept that low bid
Motion.
with Dillard's recommendations.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any more questions? Roll call vote.
Vice Mayor Officer?
Yes.
Alderman Payne?
Yes.
Alderman Young?
Yes.
Alderman Jones?
Yes.
Alderman McBride?
Yes.
Mayor Lowry?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Item number 12, approve the low bid for rock. Gravel, you see the pictures there.
Motion.
Got a motion and a second. Any questions? We need a roll call vote for that. All in favor of accepting that, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Item number, I forgot where we're at. Item number 13, approve the low bid for asphalt. I'll ask Dillard to step up. We'll ask some questions about that as well, too. So, anyway, Dillard, do you want to explain this before we even vote on it? Or entertain a
Yes.
motion?
We use the E at 102.90 versus 114.50. This year we are gonna do some milling, which on the price, it shows that Rogers Group is $5.75 per square yard versus Copeland's price of $8. Gideon and I went out and measured everything today. There's not that much difference in the milling itself. I think the $15,668 is what it's gonna cost us more to have the milling done with Copeland versus Rogers. But on the asphalt, we would save $23,000. So there's only like $9,000 difference. If we had a lot more milling to do, I would probably say let's go with Rogers Group, but because of what we've got, the amount of milling we have 2,725 square yards of material that we'll mill. So my suggestion is go with Copeland. Like I told Jerry, this is the first time they've bid in the 8 years I've been at the position I'm at. So they've got the bid. I've worked with them before on some projects here in town, and they do a good job. So they don't have the manpower or the trucks that Rogers Group has, but in the long run, it's actually going to save us money to go with Copeland.
And you explained to me that Rogers Group won't do the milling without getting the bid for the asphalt.
Right, and
Yeah.
Copeland doesn't have a milling machine, so they'll have to subcontract that out, which, at the $8 a yard, which is fine. So, and we'll still be able to do the streets that we want to do. Actually, it's going to be $9,000 cheaper.
All right, I'll entertain a motion that we accept Copeland's bid.
Motion.
Got a motion
Second.
and a second. Any questions? All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Thank you. Item number 14 is approve the low bid for roof replacement at the wastewater treatment plant. You'll see that there in your packet as well. It's up there as well.
We actually had $20,000 in the budget for this, so the money's there. This is the only guy that come and bid. I talked to two other guys 2 or 3 times, and they never did come and look at it. So this is a good price for what we're gonna do, the 2 buildings that we're gonna do, so.
Okay. I entertain a motion.
Motion.
Got a motion
Second.
and a second. Any other questions? All in favor of that bid, say aye. Any opposed? Item number 15, approve the purchase of backup traffic light cabinet from Sole Source Temple Incorporated in amount of $11,960. That is something that we're needing, and they are we still way off in time to get them?
This one is actually for a backup.
Right.
Currently, we have no backup traffic lights. We've got one on the one at, Turntable just because Cookville had one that would fit there. This one is gonna be generic. It can be used at any of them. Some of them need 8 components, some needs 4, but this one that we're getting was gonna be a cabinet assembly. So if somebody hits one or one goes out, we can strap it to the pole and use it till we get the one ordered that we need. But it'll be a generic spare for everywhere. And this is a sole source thing, so that's why.
So moved.
Got a motion and a second. Any questions? Roll call vote? Is that right?
Alderman Payne,
Yes.
Alderman Young,
Yes.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Alderman McBride,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Officer,
Yes.
Mayor Lowry.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Item number 16, authorizes solicitation of application for the position of police officer.
Motion.
Got a motion,
Second.
second. Any questions? All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Item number 17, approve the mayor's, I put this off a couple times already, the appointment to the Sparta Industrial Development Board. We need to activate that, and I lost my sheet of where they're at. Does everyone have this? Or did I just skip? Okay, the industrial board,
Is it-
they're up there.
Y'all don't know that?
Yeah, well, it's up there on the board. We've got to appoint them and get this board activated. I'll entertain a motion to accept those.
Motion.
Got a motion
Second.
and a second. All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Item number 18, department head reports. We will start, I'll just go in order. Mr. Michael Neal, anything we need to know about? You wanna tell them? They're, well, you know, one thing, the commercial, we're waiting, of course, the building waiting on that. Walker Cove, there's a new Dollar General store going at Walker Cove and Highway 111. And then it's official now that we've got the plans for Dunkin' Donut to come to Sparta. So Dunkin', the old Crystal building, so you can drive through and get you some coffee. There you go. We're excited about that. Any questions for codes? All right, move on to Sparta Electric System. Anything for Belva and electric? All right, we'll keep moving forward. Anything for fire chief? A lot of movement. I hear fire. Where's Kurt? Would you update us on the accident we had? We had one of our trucks get rear-ended sitting at a traffic light.
Yes, on North Spring Street. I'm waiting on last amount for the budget to get with the insurance company. The fiber in the back is having issues. The rear of the truck was hit, and nobody was hurt, but the rear of the truck was hit. There is some damage right around $40,000
Whoa.
at least.
How do you get a
And it's not our fault.
How do you get a fire truck?
That's
Fire
what I-
truck's $100,000.
But how do you get one?
But I mean,
It was sitting still at a red
Yeah.
light, and Tanya saw them and thought they were just sitting there
Yeah.
helping somebody and waved at them as she went past.
but, I did talk to EVS, today, and she told me it would be at least 6 to 8 weeks downtime.
Wow.
So they hit it hard then, if it totally took it out of
The
commission.
man said he
I could
just
so see that.
slipped his foot off the
Break.
brake and went right there.
Oh, sweet.
So, with that truck out, is there any option to like rent one under his insurance or anything? I mean, I don't,
There is, we were gonna look at that once we get the numbers together and see what we can come up with.
something need to be a truck down.
That is correct. But we're staying strictly inside the city limits right now. We do detect the rescue truck as needed.
All right, thank you, sir. Thank you for that update. Any questions for the police department? Now we're gonna move forward. Any questions for, Dillard, Public Works, Water Plant, Sewer Plant, Street Department, or Sanitation? Dillard getting off easy. Any questions for, City Administrator and her report? All right. Under number 19, any new business? Is there anything we're supposed to brought up? I don't think anything new from the board? Any old or unfinished business?
I have a report from Marty McFly with the Blue Light Ride, if you want me to give it real quick.
Yes, absolutely.
The Blue Light Ride supports the local shop with a COP program for the city of Sparta. He said in our 5th year, we did 138 riders and 156 people involved in the event. Most of those were Sparta residents. We are still waiting on the final total from the radio station, but this is the best year financially that we've had. Over 30 Sparta businesses were involved one way or another. Boswell's reports to us that this is the best event in the past 3 years that they've had the ride, and we continue to grow numbers every single year. Next year, we are considering working with a local veterans program and put some veterans and retired local law enforcement in convertibles at the front of the ride. So he's very happy with the results this year. So
Sounds
thank
like
you,
the rain
thank you,
laid down.
thank you,
Yeah.
everybody who contributed to this.
It's interesting that I felt like it might have been bad because it got delayed a couple times because of the weather, but it turned out that it very successful.
Yeah, actually, it made it a little bit easier for people, to make those plans. So, yeah, it actually worked out to their benefit.
So, hey, thank you for that update.
Yeah.
We have some good business. I'll say this, that Tanya and I have been going into this business of the week, week in and week out. We go into a new business and talk, and they're overwhelmingly happy with the city. We ask about complaints. We ask what can we do to help them, and we're just overwhelmingly positive of what's going on in the city. Don't you think so?
Absolutely.
And we contribute it to. We have great staff. We have a great group of aldermen that are working together to improve the city of Sparta and keep it moving forward. We have a great group of department heads and employees that are doing a good job, and that's what we contributed to. That we're just trying to create a family that just keeps moving forward together, and it's working. And I personally thank you all for all that you do, and that's just another testimony of the city of Sparta helping out with that. So, thank you, Brent, for that. Any other unfinished business? Yeah, I don't see any citizens' comments at all. And I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Oh, yeah, hey, before we adjourn real quick, next board meeting is on July 4th, so we're gonna cancel that. and then it'll be the following, I don't know when it
I
is,
think it's the July
11th?
whenever it is.
20th?
Yeah, the July 20th maybe-ish,
19th,
somewhere in that
July
timeframe.
19th, I think.
The regular schedule?
Yes.
18th, July
in-
18th.
Yeah,
July 18th?
July
Okay,
18th.
yeah.
So July 4th, we'll cancel that. And real quick, Alderman, if y'all will hang around for a minute, I need to bring you up on a couple legal issues after we clear out of here that you need to know about before we move forward. All right, I'll once again entertain motion to adjourn.
Motion to
And
adjourn.
second,
Second.
all in favor say aye. Any opposed? Meeting adjourned.